Hi there, channel members. It's Sunday and we have our members only class this morning. I have opened the class this morning to the public so they could take a look at what we do in our members classes, and I'll be covering your member requests that came in over the week. So as a channel member, you can ask, leave a comment on any video, request a word, and I'll cover it for you each Sunday. And you can also attend live and ask questions here during class. So the first request that came in this Sunday, this past week, was for the word beyond, and I can see why this was requested. So it is a pretty typical everyday word, and we have second syllable stress. The beyond, we have a little bit of an E sound there. Even though that syllable is not stressed, because we're going into the y of yond, beyond, we can't really do our typical unstressed E. So if I have like a word like before, in that case, I don't say before. I tend to say before with the I vowel instead of the E, tense E sound, because the for is stressed. Before, because, beside, etc. Typically, letters BE or letters RE, when they're not stressed, they're in an unstressed syllable, you're going to have this I vowel like did. Same thing in return. It's not return, but return. That's just because the turn is where the stress is. So you really want to feel and hear turn, return. That if I say return, the E makes it too tense. It makes that unstressed syllable sound stressed or too long. But in beyond, it would be too hard to do beyond. It's for whatever reason, because we have that y glide in the stress syllable, it gets a little tenser, beyond. Letter O says ah in beyond. It's a typical stress syllable. O is going to be an ah vowel. And then we have our ND sound. So thinking about that, like, even though it does have the E, I don't want to be long on it. I don't want beyond, rather beyond. So thinking about the ya as where my length is and where my clear vowel is, beyond. Okay, a lot going on there with that. You can check out in our members videos, we have some videos talking about words that start with RE, the return, receive, kind of getting that sense of that letter E being that unstressed I sound. Also in words like before, between, beside, etc. Thank you for that request. Other members' requests that came in this week, we have incisive. So incisive. Incisive has second syllable stress. And the letter C says the S sound, which we associate with letter S. So again, unstressed first syllable has the I vowel in, then there's our stress marker, sigh. We have the I diphthong, and then another I sound for this last I. So thinking about it like I'll write sigh this way, like sighing, incisive, that we want short, long, and short, incisive. It was an incisive decision. The company's very incisive. He's an incisive leader. Yeah, thank you for that request. It's tricky with all those letter I's and the C, knowing what sounds you should be pronouncing in that word. Okay, other member requests that came in. We had a request for eavesdrop. Eavesdrop. So eavesdrop is a compound word. We do have a members video about compound nouns. So we have syllable stress on both syllables, primary stress on eaves. So I'm going to be long on eaves, but still have a clear vowel on the drop syllable. Other examples of this, things like hot dog, football. It's basically like two nouns put together into one. We also do it in words like grocery store, where we have stress, the main stress on the first word grocery, and then also some stress on store. What you want to avoid in these kinds of, well, in all of the situations is, I don't want to say I want a hot dog. I don't want stress on the second noun, or I want to go to the grocery store. I have to stress in the first case. So same thing with eavesdrop. Um, and then I also don't want to make it too unstressed in the second syllable. So I don't want a hot dog. Like if I'm saying hotter, it's hotter in here, or it's the hottest day. The length of that first syllable is stressed, and then the or the est really short, hotter, but hot dog, stress on both. Same thing with eavesdrop. So eaves has the tense E sound. There's no sound for this letter E. That's just because of the spelling of the plural. There's a Z sound for the S, eaves. So that might be challenging for you as well. Saying things like moves, ease, eaves, lives. You have to make sure your voice stays on. Avoid it becoming an f and a s sound. Keep the voice on and move right from your v to your z, vz, vz, eaves. Eavesdrop. That O again. Secondary stress here. The O says ah, just like in stop or shop or job. Letter O typically, when it's in a stress syllable, is going to be the ah sound. So this is going to sound like eve, eaves. Maybe you can put it like this. I can put it like this. Eaves, and then drop, eavesdrop. Great suggestions and requests this week. Thank you, channel members. This class, moving forward, again, if you have requests as channel members, beyond suggestions for words, if you have things you'd like to see, additional perks to add to channel membership, let me know what those are, and I can make some adjustments. Right now, we have our basic membership, which includes this class, and you can get your requests each week. We have our online course membership, which includes your choice of our online courses together with the perks from the basic level. So, and remember, those of you who are online course memberships, contact me. You can leave me a comment with your email, or you can leave me a comment and I'll write my email back in a comment so that you can email me once you've chosen which online course you'd like me to sign you up for. That is something that you can switch. So you can check out, for example, our Sounds of English course, use that for a while, switch to our American Accent 6-week course or our Real Talk course. All of the courses are available for you to explore and use in addition to the members only videos that you receive as a channel member. And then for our super supporters, you can leave a request for your specific video, and I will expedite that request and get it to you very quickly, as well as you can access our online courses as well. Okay, we covered beyond, incisive, eavesdrop. One more request that came in this week for the word alleviated. Alleviated. Again, this is, I think, one where stress is going to be important and helpful to know about. So letter A is going to say the sound. It's unstressed because my main stress is on leave. And so this is just like the word leave, where it has the tense E vowel, even though it kind of looks like ev in this word, right? So if I had like beverage or leverage, that E, if it followed the rules, would be the lax red tent vowel. But in this word, it's the E, the tense E vowel, alleviated. And then EA, we have a lot of vowels in a row here. So E, A, diphthong. This T is flat, sounds more like a D. So it'd be like alleviated. And when I go from EA, you can hear there's a little bit of a yuh sound in there. It's not written in because I just naturally get EA. I naturally get it as I connect those two vowels. So long word, a little bit tricky with all those vowel letters and vowel sounds. Alleviated. It alleviated the problem. I hope that alleviates your pain. I hope that alleviated the pain in the situation, etc. Okay, so that was the member requests that came in this week. If you have if you're watching this, channel members, as a replay, feel free to leave your comments and questions, and I will cover them for you next Sunday as well. If you're watching and you're not a channel member, I hope this gave you a sense of some of the perks that you can get by joining the channel, and you'll consider that. It's a great way to support speech modification as well as getting a little extra support from me. I really appreciate those of you who are already channel members and subscribers. If you're not a channel member and you're watching today, you can attend our Friday live classes and ask questions, and I'll answer those for you live. Or you can join as a channel member and come to this Sunday classes each week. Thanks so much for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's Word of the Day class, Friday's Open to Everyone question and answer class, and next Sunday's members only class. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being a channel member.